man, y'all welcome back to another video here on No Second Code Podcast. We back and ready to do it all over again. It's been a minute since we've been in the studio, but we back to give y'all that consistency.
Yes.
I know y'all see my boy Kensu in the building today. It's a little bit of a different episode with him. We're gonna see a different type of Kensu today. It's gonna be a memorable one that we can look down on years from now. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yes.
My boy Roy, you want to go ahead and bring us in with all praise and honor to God, my boy?
You know what we all got to do?
Come on now.
We all got to give praise and honor to God.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because He is the reason that we are here today. Can I get an amen?
Amen,
Yes,
amen,
sir.
amen. Come on now, clap it on
Yes,
up,
sir.
clap it on up.
All right, so introduce yourself, Kensu, and tell us, what is it like protecting your kingdom? What is it like being a new father?
So my name is Kensu. Those of y'all know me before on the past 2 episodes. What's it like being a father and like protecting my kingdom? Well, like I tell a lot of young fathers that are in my shoes, but like as artists, and you know, I tell them like, you feel me, like you gonna have to. There's gonna be some people that like try to control your situation, especially like if they don't approve of that situation, right? So you're gonna have some like haters, some naysayers and shit. You're gonna have some people be like, bro, you don't need to be out here doing this. You don't need to be, you know, all that stuff. Man, fuck them, right? It's about you and that woman, right? What my cousins are doing right now, me and my cousins are doing right now, we're trying to break generational curse. Therefore, we're trying to be around for our kids. And by we, I'm talking about the fathers. Not the single moms we was raised by. No. Because we don't want them to see, you know what I'm saying, like that side of things, which is just very, my man. But let me just tell you something. Protect your kingdom, right? You didn't protect yourself when you nutted, but protect your kingdom. Right? Protect that woman, right? It should be you, that woman, then the baby. It's not you, baby, woman. Now, there are some situations where, okay, you have like a little one-night stand and, old girl pregnant. Now it's like a whole thing of like, what are you going to do as a father in this present time, right? Now you know that you're a dad. What are you going to do? Well, how are you going to move through life now, knowing that you're a dad? Are you going to be there? And be there and be active, or are you going to be there and not be active, but you there, or are you just not going to be there at all? Because if you're not just going to be there at all, then you're going to have somebody else step in and then raise that baby, and then later on in life, that baby's going to want to know who their biological dad is. I'm one of those babies right now. I want to know who my biological dad is. My mama don't know shit about who it is, and lied and said she thought it was somebody, and then I go on Ancestry. So point I'm trying to say is, what type of dad are you wanting to be? When you have that baby, that's what you need to. What type of dad are you wanting to be? Right? Are you trying to break that generational curse? You feel me?
Are you trying to perpetuate it?
Whatever that word mean he just said. What type of dad are you wanting to be at the end of the day? And me, you feel me? I want to be there and be active for my baby. Right, and I want to protect anybody that throw a rock in my kingdom. Guess what? You ain't seeing me no more. You not coming to my house. What?
They're not gonna rain influence.
No. You feel me? I had to cut off my grandma and my mama because one of them disrespecting my woman and another one disrespecting me. I'm not. You ain't. Listen, I told homeboy, one of my bros. They got like what? They're 26, 27 weeks pregnant right now, right? I told him, I said, bro, her family don't like you, and your family don't like her. What? Fuck them, nigga. It's just y'all. Y'all are a family. You feel me? You starting your family. Fuck them. If they want to be around, they you know what I'm saying, they be around, but they got to respect your woman, and vice versa for her side, right? They got to respect you.
Absolutely.
If they want to be around. Now, if they don't, fuck them. They didn't push out I don't know how much she waited, but I forgot how much she weighed. They ain't pushed that baby out they thingamajig. You feel me?
She did that.
too. They did.
She did that.
She did that.
Right.
Out her Jitla too.
But so, with that being said, so we understand that as a man, you want to be able to protect your kingdom.
Yes.
Obviously, that comes as a process, and with that process becomes order and structure.
Yes.
So, when you are engaging in the process of protecting your kingdom, what is it like managing your time? The time management. Who takes care of the baby when?
Okay, so my girl and I got a beautiful schedule going, and it works for us. Therefore, it helps me to be more involved with my child, right?
Yeah,
so therefore, I go to work,
Right.
Right? She knows. I go to work, but I gotta sleep because I'm a driver, right? I'm a
Absolutely.
truck driver, so I sleep is very important. I gotta go to sleep at 12. Wake up whenever I wake up. Sometimes it would really be at 6, so I can really help her out. You feel me? And
Absolutely.
then I go to work. She got the baby from the time I'm at work to when I get off. I give her at least 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours, depending on when I get off. Sometimes I get off at 6. Sometimes I get off at 8 in the morning, right?
Absolutely.
Either way, I try to give her as much time and sleep, and I take care of the baby and stuff. That way I can go to sleep, and we do that again. Now, fortunate for me, I work 3 days. Or 4, but I work 3 days, right? So that means she has to do the majority of baby taken care of, and then whenever I get home on my last day, I try to stay up and take care of the baby. Now, in between then, to work on whatever it is I don't want to work on, the baby will sleep. She only cries whenever she wants something, really, or whenever something happened to her. She's like,
blessed.
hey, something happened, because my woman also did everything possible correct throughout the whole pregnancy as far as everything that she needed to do. So therefore, now we have a cool baby. You know what I'm saying?
Great baby.
Great
Awesome
baby. Great baby.
Love to hear that.
Right now, her head doing all this. You pick her up. She got the bobblehead thing,
but you gotta hold her. You gotta stand firm.
But whenever
Yeah.
you, so
Ooh, okay.
I like that.
You gotta stand firm.
So what I do with her, right? Because I guess she's too young to have strength in her neck. Forget about that. She can already lift her neck up, and if she wanted to dance, if she wanted to, you feel me, with her neck and stuff, she can, and it'll still be stable. You know what I'm saying?
But she's still learning.
And she's still learning. She learns
Still
every day.
growing, right?
Yeah. Every week there's something different with her. And my girl would tell me. Now, sometimes it'll be like, I already, like with me, really, I'm like, I already know. But she's like, no, you knew her from last week. You don't know her this week. Bro, she changes every week. So I have to update. Not only am I going to work and I'm busy, I got to update myself when I get home.
So pretty much what you're saying is every week there's almost like a software update when it comes to rechecking in and revising.
Yes.
That was hard.
Yes.
To put it in terms to make people understand. That was hard.
Yeah.
It's different.
Baby changes all the time.
So every week there's an update in the operating system. Well, look at that.
Go ahead and give us our next talking points up.
Let me ask you this. We're gonna switch things around a little bit. How does your daughter help you with your music, with you being an artist? How do you balance that?
Balance it.
How do you balance it? How does she help you? How does she?
Well, I mean, she helps me. I wouldn't say, like, she inspires me a little bit. She helps me. I guess that's the same. But like, I'll sit her, for example, I'll sit her right here. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be going through sounds and stuff, and me knowing things about frequencies and how they work and whatnot. Whatever sound that I press, if she like gets a little fussy about it
Or reacts to it?
right, reacts to it, whatever type of react, I'm not doing it. I want the sounds where that's gonna make that she's like, because that's how my music is. I want you to be in the car, and so I'm gonna find that sound. And babies tell the truth. Babies and kids tell the truth. They don't know how to lie yet.
They don't. You gotta teach about a lot.
Either their body, either their body language, they can sit there and say, "No, I didn't take the cookie out the cookie jar," but their body language like, you feel me? You know who took the damn. You feel me? So their body language, and especially in babies now, like how they react to certain things you do. Like my girl will go and she'll smile. I do it. She shits herself.
That's funny. I can't lie. That's funny.
That's genius.
Did that yesterday. That's why I'm like,
That's funny.
When she smiles, when she doesn't, I'm like, oh, you're right.
So pretty much, your child helps teach you how to respond to certain sounds.
Yeah,
and helps
like what's in the new now, because what Kanye does really good is that like he used to have his kids in the studio and like he'll ask his kids, like a lot of artists would ask their kids, because that's the new generation, right? Ask their kids like, how does this sound? And they're like, yeah, you feel me? Or like they'll be like, Daddy, I don't like this. This sounds like, you know what I'm saying? This sounds bad. And then you can't take offense to it because you're an old generation. That's a new generation.
You're the old head.
Yeah, how we used to hear go the jerk movement stuff.
Yeah.
We was lit to that.
Oh, we was going in back in the day.
But the generation before us was like, turn this hairy music off.
Hairy.
So it's like it changes. You know what I'm saying? It changes. That's why, you feel me? Like, yeah, I'm gonna use my daughter now. Mm-hmm. She can't really tell me yes or no, but she can be like, or, you feel me? That's all.
Yeah, that's valid. Okay, I see you. I know you were mentioning, frequencies and everything, right?
Right.
How does the change in frequencies affect music?
Depends on what two frequencies you got counteracting with each other.
See, I know we have a graph here for you. You was going in the other day. We was talking about it.
Okay.
So walk us through that graph. How does
you got shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear, desire, anger, pride, courage, neutrality, something like that. Neutrality, wellness, acceptance, reason, love, joy, peace, and entitlement, right? Or enlightenment. That's what it is.
Yeah, there it is.
I ain't got my left contact in right now.
Your left contact.
Yeah, it fell out. So so what we looking at here is the chart of frequencies, right? If you go in, if you're a producer, you go into your DAW and you select one of your sounds and you go to your settings, you're gonna see that there's a frequency already set for every sound that you use. That frequency is set. The industry, not to be on no dark shit, but the industry kind of like implanted this frequency that we're used to hearing now. So if we try to listen to old Bach or old music and stuff like that, it's gonna sound weird to us. But they were actually in the correct frequency, which was, I think, 432 maybe? I don't know. 432 rate, just look it up. XXS Tentacion talks about it, right? He explains it a little bit better than me. But what I got from it was, if I have my frequency, let's say a sound in 440, and I have another sound like counteracting with it in like 430, whatever that math equates to is gonna end up being around like the lower frequencies, which that lower frequency shit is hate, pride, devil music is what they're calling it. But that's literally what we listen to. They got us on 440, which if we was just straight up on 400, we'd be straight. But they got us on 440, which is in between 450 or like 500. That's in between five. Let's just say 500, right? It's in between 500 and 400, and you have 440. Whatever that math equate to, devil music that you listening to. So it's I don't know, bro. It just look it up on YouTube. They explain it better on frequencies. It's like the map of consciousness levels and stuff.
So let me ask you this. Are you going to be keeping your daughter away from that kind of music?
It's hard. It's hard to.
Yeah, I'm finna say that's definitely
you can go to your nearest elevator and it be the same frequency in music.
So what's unavoidable?
Anywhere you go, Jordan. True.
So you just gonna put my government out there?
Anywhere you go.
You just gonna put my government out there? That's
Do you think
crazy.
you
No, I
ever
call
try
you
to-
Jordan because you wear Jordans.
Think you ever try to shelter her
These
from
are
bad
these
music?
are nice.
Would I ever try to shelter her?
From bad music.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want her to grow up and end up not knowing culture, right? If our culture is moving in a certain direction, you know what I'm saying, she needs to at least know the history, you know, of it. But like, she also, you know, I'm not gonna stop her from doing, if all her friends are listening to bow da 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 bow 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 da 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 bow bow. You feel me? Like, if her friends listening to that, she gonna want to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna give her the Kids Bop version.
Nah, ain't no point.
Oh,
Because when you're not around, she's still gonna listen to it.
she's still gonna listen to it. Just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna shelter her too hard. You feel me? And especially when I thought this was mine. Especially when it comes to
that's
like,
mine, fam.
especially when it comes to men and shit. I ain't gonna. My thing is, I'm gonna give her support, right? Whatever it is she bring me, you know, as far as like, oh, this guy broke my achy heart. I'm be like, well, what did you do? Or what did he do?
Okay, I was finna say, ooh.
But for real, what you do? No, I'm kidding.
I
No.
was say, ooh,
What didn't you do?
Well, there's,
I'd be
there's
like,
there's three sides to every story. There's his side, her side, and the truth.
Right.
Right.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, you got to ask questions, especially if you want to be a good father. Yes, you want to protect your daughters and your sons, but you also want to hold them accountable whenever they're wrong.
Hold them
because
accountable and
one of
listen
the-
to
But
them.
you also have to let them make mistakes.
You do have to let them make
curate
mistakes.
their mind to be able to think in a certain way when you're not around, to be able to make good decisions.
And that's-
But you also got to let them
they
know
will
when they're
make mistakes.
failing.
And I'm glad that you
I was
said
gonna let
that.
them know what
You got to let them know when they're failing, when
Yes,
they're
you
doing
do.
something wrong.
you do.
And I'm glad that you said that. So here's how that would go, right? Daddy, he broke my achy heart, right? I'd be like, okay, so what did you do? Well, I did this, that, and the third. Okay, what did you didn't do? Oh, well, I didn't do this, that, and the third like he wanted me to, but, you know, and then I'd be like, okay, so here's what he was trying to, you know, ask you to do or whatever, right? And then she's like, oh, shit, oh, I didn't know that. Now, then I might be like, okay, what didn't he do? She gonna be like, oh, he didn't do this, and then what did he do? Right? So I want all that information before I come at her with like some real shit that she could, you know. I'm not gonna be like, you don't need to mess with that man no more. You know, you feel me? I ain't gonna. I'm gonna tell her the truth about you know why it is that you're feeling that way, right? And then shit, her mom come in there. This is why you're feeling this way, right? She gonna be so comfortable to talk to both of us in the room. It's not gonna just be one person, because like I said in the very beginning, it's gonna be daddy, mama, baby, child, teen.
I'm gonna make a good comment on that. That's why it's very important. I know me and Roy talked about it, to have that man and that woman in the household, that mother and that father, right? Because it gives them two different perspectives. Maybe she could come at mom a different way. Mom can give her a totally different perspective and understand that a little bit more than dad can. Mm-hmm. And what your job is to do is make her understand that man more than maybe the mom could. Very important.
Yeah.
Very important.
So
Let me ask you this. What's the best thing about being a father?
Give us some happy thoughts.
oh,
Give
some
us
happy thoughts about being a father.
great stuff. Let me
Some
hear
great
it.
stuff. So you get a lot of knowledge and wisdom immediately. You start thinking about things that you used to think that you was gonna do if you had a baby, and now all that go out the window. It's like having a new composition book. You can set any rule and it's awesome. I love it. It sparks hustle.
Yep.
You like that's true. When they say, "Hey man, when I had this kid, boy, I was trying to hustle. You man, try to get out, you know, get that money and stuff." They ain't lying. It's because baby need food. I put on one of my resumes recently that baby need food. They was like, "Why do you want to work here?" Baby need food. I put that type. Then she was typing it in. She was like, "Did you really say baby need food?"
Yeah.
Baby need food. Yes. I'm not gonna. Why do you want to work here? I'm not gonna lie. Baby need food. Like, what the fuck? So she needed, like, what? But so yeah, like
let me ask you this. Looking at life from the perspective of a father now, do you find danger in new places? Like, do you see danger in places you didn't see him at before?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
yes, in the bathroom.
What's going on in the bathroom?
It's not in the bathroom per se. It's if I leave, I see. Okay, if it was just Holly in the room, I can brush my teeth at peace. Mm-hmm. If it's just her if it's my baby laying on that bed, face up, sleep, and I go in, I brush my teeth, leaving her in there, and she's only two feet away. I'm brushing my teeth. In the back of my mind, I'm like, what if she rolls over? Yep. This ain't safe. Yep. I look out.
he do the neck roll. He hit him with the.
What you doing? She's laying there and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, cool, bro. I can't even sleep really the same. Look, my sleep pattern now is like. It used to be I needed 8 hours to 12 hours of sleep for some odd reason. Now, I'm good off of 6.
Yeah,
I'm good off of 6. What?
I ain't got no choice.
I wake up. Listen, there's a lot of concerning factors. I mean, but it's not that it's a lot of concerning factors. These are cool concerning. Like these are things that you never thought that you was gonna be concerned about. Like, bro, I'll be sleeping, knowing how hard I sleep. I sleep really hard. I can sleep through a tornado just like my daughter can, right? And she'll be laying on me, and in my dream, she'll pop up oddly moved, oddly shaped. And so I'm in my head, I'm like, oh, let me wake up. No, she just sleep. She cool. And I'm like, okay, cool. I go back to sleep. So every hour I wake up. Woo!
Interrupting that REM sleep.
Yeah, every hour I wake up just,
Word.
scared.
Okay. Yeah, you want to make sure she's okay every hour. It makes sense. You sleep different when you have a child, especially when you're in the bed.
Different, real different. Yeah. But yeah, bro. I don't know. It's a lot of positivity, but it's also like a lot of different type of concerns that you have now. Like with that danger thing, it's like you find danger in different places, like my dreams or sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be anywhere.
It could be like
Walmart.
Like when we got here. What did you say? If you weren't paying attention, you let go, what would happen?
Oh yeah,
roll down that hill.
See,
but it's something simple that you not think. You see, if you by yourself and you ain't got no kid, you just walking on a hill.
Yeah.
But when you got the baby in the stroller, it's like it ain't no hill anymore. And now it's a hazard.
And we 5 stories up now.
Yeah.
And looking over that balcony, you just like. Well, that's
a long way down.
That's a long way down.
Long way down.
All right.
Speaking of caution, do y'all have that baby on board sticker on the car?
No.
Why is that? Tell us why you do, why you don't.
Disclaimer, this, what I'm saying, this is just, speculation. But reason why we don't, though, is because my daughter is female. I got my girl, right? My wife. And they can go to Walmart with that baby on board sticker, and a weirdo will come and see that baby on board sticker and try to do something, right? Either wait for my girl and baby to come, and therefore then I'm like, okay, I'm looking at Life 360 and she moving. She shouldn't be over around these places. What the fuck? You feel me? And she could get taken, right? The shit could get real.
So what you're saying is,
shit could get real.
So what you're saying is, some people look at them as potential targets.
Yes, and how we used to look at it though, reason why when we did have it went on there, how we used to look at it was, okay, maybe you'll have somebody driving fast and they see that baby on board sticker and like, well, maybe I need to slow down just for this car, but maybe I just need to slow down and go around them or something like that if I'm trying to speed up, or maybe I shouldn't even just get on their ass at all. And I just fucking just stay in this lane and I slow down with them and stuff because they got a baby on board in the back, and I don't want to go to jail for, such and such if I crash or something like that into this person. So I'm gonna slow down. That's what I thought, or we thought that shit was on there for, until we saw some shit on the internet. It was like, nope.
See, that's the thing about
the internet, boy.
See, well, that's the thing about the internet. You can be exposed to many things that you wouldn't have been exposed to
That
before.
can very much so change your outlook on things. Because from my knowledge, what I thought the sticker was for first responders. When something of caution happens in a car wreck or an accident, they know that a baby that's on board should be first priority. That's what I was the understanding.
And that's a good point. It's an absolutely good point, so but everything's got their pros and cons.
Yeah, everything you're not wrong.
Take advantage in multiple areas and stages in life, man. At this point, it's like nothing's really safe. People's gonna take advantage, bro. Valid. You could be making paper and somebody come up and slap their
boy.
So, that's all I'm saying. It's just like it's danger everywhere, bro.
So with all the danger that's looming in the world, my biggest question is, what advice do you have for all the new fathers entering into fatherhood?
That's good. It's a good end. Because whenever you have the baby and stuff, you're gonna have these thoughts of like protection, right? Like you need to protect your baby at all costs, right? Like I said, I don't know if I said this before. When we got the baby, we was able to take the baby home. All types of protection just was running through my body, and I was driving like a grandma out of the freaking hospital to my house. I was driving 20 miles an hour, about 15 miles an hour on the road, so I'm impeding traffic because I'm trying to make sure my baby don't, you feel me? Like I'm trying to get my baby home, but safely. But you can't be overprotective. Mm-hmm. You can't be, it's natural to want to, protect that baby. Like at the end of the day, we are what, mammals, like danimals and stuff, right? We are all mammals.
We're manimal danimals.
We're danimal mammals. And so you got like lions always protecting the cub, and that's bears and shit, right? Cub is a bear. You see what the fuck I'm trying to say. You got the soup and the wolf, right? What is that? The Goldilocks. I don't know my child books, but I will know it with this baby.
He learned it. He knew.
The Wizard of Oz. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is you got, you have a baby, you want to protect it, man. At the end of the day, you want to protect it. Protect her, him, them, they.
What would be the best advice that you would give for a father that is trying to protect?
Yeah.
How does a father not be overbearing, but it's still sufficient?
Dumb it down a little bit. What you just said.
How do they protect without overstepping?
Ooh, that's a good one. Protect without overstepping.
Because let's keep it real. They start out as
tummy time. Check this out. I protect without overstepping, right? Check this out.
Okay.
I roll her, throw on a little mat. So I'm protecting her by sitting there watching her, but I'm not gonna overstep by hands-on helping her.
So giving her freedom, but in a safe enough environment to where she can kind of trial and error.
I'm not gonna give her no handout. She ain't gonna get no handout from me. But
she can get a hand up.
Yes. She gonna get a coach.
Run them laps, even though you can't run yet.
She can't run.
Or walk.
She can't
walk yet.
Or crawl.
Can't do none of that.
But you'll get there.
But you gonna get there.
You gonna get there.
Hey, look. I'm like, get up. Let's go.
Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle and put on the stripes.
Blow the whistle.
Yeah.
Put on the stripes. Be like E-Man Hudson on Wild 'N Out.
Yeah. So that's that's.
Question before we close it on out. What is some of the things that you think that you may teach your daughter versus maybe raising a son?
Ooh. I feel like I the only difference is just how to treat people. Like for my son, it would be more how to treat people. And for my daughter, is how to like handle getting treated.
How to be treated.
How to be treated.
How you should be treated.
How you should be treated. Like how you, like, you know what I'm saying, when you step in a room, like if my son step in a room, be that confident Be that confident.
And hold your head up.
Hold your head up. As for my daughter, it's gonna be the same, but it's gonna be a little bit different. It's gonna be respect yourself.
Be ladylike.
Yeah, be
respect yourself.
classy and stuff. Show some class
And understand empathy.
and understand.
But that's both
empathy.
sides.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's very much so both sides.
But it's exaggerated.
But
on
yeah,
that.
You're
and
not wrong.
It's exaggerated
You
because
know-
women tend to feel more.
You're not wrong. Yep.
like Harry Gilmore.
Lord Jesus.
Is that his name? I
Did you just
forgot.
say Harry
I said
Gilmore?
Harry. It just rhymed. I don't know.
It's Happy Gilmore.
Harry.
And we not even talking about golf.
So yes,
Hey, but check this out. Yeah, thank y'all for coming. I am your host, True Royal, with my boy Sid the Great.
Yes,
we
sir,
got
yes,
my
sir.
boy Sid. We got my boy Kensu.
Oh man.
We got your boy True.
Man.
We want y'all to like. We want y'all to comment, share, subscribe, get a hole in one. Cause he didn't mention Happy Gilmore at the end. Boy, let me tell you this.
Hey, to all the fathers that about to be fathers, or the people that are currently the men that currently are fathers. Excuse me. I hope this video can find you some insight. Hopefully, you can look at this video and get perspective from this young man here and how he lived his life and what's important to him and just some things you probably didn't think of. So,
facts.
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I appreciate everybody for coming out, for watching a different type of episode. If you go back and look at this other episode, this is a very different type of episode.
A little bit more tame.
Little bit?
A little bit.
Greatly more tame.
but
My
once-
manager had to like
Manager.
sit-
Yeah,
my
manager.
my woman
wife
manager
had to get in there.
feel me? She was like,
Hold it in.
and I'm like, you right. So
Well, we appreciate you for coming out.
Thank you
sharing
for
your thoughts
having
and your
me, bro.
perspectives.
yes,
Definitely got to bring you back in here. Maybe next time we can talk about us being a stay-at-home dad and your perspectives on that. That'd be something we can bring you into.
But no,
Yeah, I know it. I have a different perspective when it
Stay-at-home
comes
dad.
to that.
So check this out.
But
I
that's on
mean,
the next
but wait a
episode.
minute.
That's on the
You
next
right,
yeah,
you right.
So
Yeah,
once
yeah,
again,
yeah,
so
you right.
once
Next
again,
episode. You right.
like, comment, share,
subscribe.
and subscribe because no sugarcoat is our child.
ooh,
Oh, that was
I like that.
that was hard.
That was hard.
That was
bro.
hard.
Lame as hell, boy, but that was hard.